Shalom Aleichem, sweetest friends. This year should be a special schus for Rabbi Sukiana ben Chana, Maris and Miriam Bas Chana. They should both have Avi Maravi Marasi, Bracha ve'Hatzlacha, B'chol Maaseh Yedehem, in Ruchnias and in Gashmias, Kol Tuv Sela. So we are going to be learning B'siyata D'Shmaya, the inyan of Zimmun, the mitzvah of Zimmun, based on a share given by Arav Ozer Shlita 5 years ago. Parshas Eikev. It says in the Gemara in Birkas, Tavcha formerly Ravina L'Rov and Nashim Rechas Hamazon Derais Derabanan. Are women chayiv to bench min haTorah or midrabanan? Yeah, the Gemara it's the Main Afkamina Lafukei Rabbi Midei Chovasan. Can they be motzi others if they're deraisa? Yes. If they're derabanan, no. The Gemara doesn't conclude what the answer is. Frakt Rabbi Kiva Eger in its Chedushim, and what the Or Zarur writes, that we paskin that women Birkas Hamazon is deraisa, and nevertheless a woman cannot be motzi a man b'bracha. Why not? Because she is not b'bris u'b'torah. Women don't have a bris and a chayv in Torah. So that's what the Or Zarur says. Frakt Rabbi Kiva Eger, I don't understand. In the sugi we see that lefi the tzad that noshim are b'chuyavos deraisa, they are motzi men yedei chova. So then how can the Or Zarur say that they're chayavos deraisa and they're not motzi men yedei chova? So the answer is that what the Or Zarur means is that she's not motzi a man when she says bris in Torah, because she's not shaykh in bris and in Torah. So the man who listens to her say it has to mention bris in Torah independently. And that it says in the Gemara that they're motzi anoshim is b'sha'ar habracha, avalo b'bris b'Torah, because women do not mention it in their bracha. So when the Gemara was talking about was being motzi men the other brachas, but not bris in Torah. And Taka, the Ramah, says that women don't say bris in Torah. However, the Magen Avram says that today women are noeg to say bris in Torah, but l'kulei alma, they are not obligated to do so. So here you have something you can tell your wives and your mothers. I don't know how many wives and mothers you have. Whatever many you have, you can tell them that they're mamish sitkanios because they say bris in Torah. No, they're not chayiv. So Rabbi Kiva Eger understood b'pshitus that a person's yotze yidei choivas bracha chetzia b'shmiya v'chetzia be'amira, because he's hearing from a woman part of the bracha and he's saying part of it on his own. He's saying the bris in Torah part on his own. And so brings the Chazon Ish and Orach Chaim Chavtes Vav to prove from Rabbi Kiva Eger in a tshuva Siman Zayin Lenyinar ben Yud Gimel she'ein yadua imhevis simane gadlus. We don't know if he brought the simane gadlus that motzi es ha'isha b'kiddush. He can be motzi the woman, and she should say with herself kedusha Shabbos b'seich habracha, since she's chayeves b'kiddush midoraisa. And klapi the din doraisa, we are not somech on the chazaka derava that he brought shtei cyrus, but klapi the chi of kiddush alakos derabanan, she could be yotze from this young man. There we are somech on the chazaka derava that he brought simanim. So you see that you can be yotze birchas hakiddush chetzia b'shmiya mipi hanar vechetzia b'amira dida, half by hearing and half by saying. Frak the Chazon Ish from the Sugi in the Gemara in Brachas and Daf Mem Vav that Shnayim v'Shlosha mevarchem Birkas Hamazon. The Rif explains, and so agrees Tosfos and a lot of Rishonim, that Shnayim v'Shlosha Anoshim yecholim lechalek beineihem habrachas, that everyone can make one bracha b'kol, and the other ones are yotzei b'shmiyasan. You can split up the brachas. But not four, meaning the three brachas you don't split up among three brachas d'oraisa, you don't split up among four people. You're not mechalek one bracha to two people. So it's muchach that we only say Shomea Ke'oneh if it's a bracha shleima. A bracha shleima, you could say Shomea Ke'oneh, but not Chatzi Shmiya v'Chatzi Ba'amira. And therefore you can't split it up among two people, that each one is going to be Yotzei Chatzi B'Shmiya v'Chatzi Ba'amira, as Zoyat gefragt, the Chazon Ish, and so proved the Stipler in Kilas Yankif, Brachas Yud Aleph, from the fact that it says in the Mishnah, Shliach Tzibur Shetah, Hasheni Masru Mitchilas HaBracha Shetah Ba, V'lo Me'emtzai, goes back to the beginning of the bracha, not the middle, because Ein Adam Yotzei Choivas Bracha, Ela O Kula Ba'amira, O Kula B'Shmiya. It has to be either completely Ba'amira or completely B'Shmiya, but you can't have Chetzi, and therefore Shliach Tzibur Shetah, who's being multi people, the person who takes over, start from the beginning of the bracha. Because you got to say the whole bracha, you can't do half and half. But he asked that we can prove the other way from the Gemara in Sukkah 38b, the Gabe Kriya Sahalel, that the Makri says Baruch Haba, and they say B'Shem Hashem. The Amru Mikan L'Shemeya Ke'oineh. Oh boy, he's saying half and they're saying half. Mash Mishiyotzin Af Be'emtza Pasuk Chetzia Ba'amira v'Chetzia B'Shmiyah. In the pasuk they're splitting up 50-50, half Ba'amira and half B'Shmiyah. So which one is it? Must you hear the whole bracha, Shemea Ka'oner, or can you split it up, half Ba'amira, half B'Shmiyah? Sheila Nechbedet v'Katav B'Kilot Yaakov L'Taretz Kol Astirot שיש לחלק אם המשמיע אמר בעצמו הברכה בשלמותה. If the mashmiya said the bracha b'shleimus, then you could be yotzei chetzia b'shmiya, chetzia b'amira, because the chetzi that you heard is a chetzi of a complete bracha. The bracha was said b'shleimusa, and that is distinct from a case where the mashmiya only said half the bracha. That here there's no din of Shemea Ka'oneh because you only heard part of a bracha shleima. No, the whole bracha has to be made. And with that is mitaret to steers. That a woman who hears kiddush from the boy, so you know why she could be yotzei when she says, mentions Shabbos? Because he says the whole kiddush. And also Hallel, you can say that the Makri is goymer batzma miras hapasukim hakol. And since he said the whole pasuk, it's beseder. The shomim yotzei b'shmiyas chetzio. Mashen kain and the 4 or 5 people, Birkas Hamazon, you can't split it up. That's talking about where they don't know the whole bracha. Each one is saying you want to split up among 4, that 2 people are going to split up a bracha because one of them doesn't know the whole bracha. So if he's not saying the whole bracha, you can't do it. There's no Shemea Ke'oneh there. And also, when the Shliach Tzibur started and he couldn't finish the bracha, so he's not finishing the bracha. So Memela, his relief Shliach Tzibur, his substitute Shliach Tzibur, has to say the whole bracha, has to start from the beginning of the bracha. But it would appear that that is not miyashev, that a woman is mevarech below bris utorah. Because, what do we say before about a woman? That she is benching, and then the man fills in the bris and Torah. So klape the isha shomea, there's not a bracha shlema, because she's missing bris and Torah. So how can the man be yotzei when the woman skips bris and Torah when she's not saying the whole bracha? The mashmiya is only saying part of the bracha. So adayin lo ashkechan pasra b'hayin yana. We haven't found a solution yet to this problem, because from the Or Zarua you can hear like Rabbi Akiva Eiger that we say shomea ka'ona al chatzi bracha, even though the mashmiya didn't say a bracha shlema, because the mashmiya here, the woman, didn't say bris and Torah. And how is that mityashev with the sugya that Birkas Hamazon ein mechalkin bracha l'shnei anashim, and the Mishnah of the Shliach Tzibur Shetah, that there you can't have half Amira and half Shmiya. if you're going to say that it's not like a half a bracha, it's klape the isha, there's a bracha shlema, because she is not mechuyeves b'bris b'Torah, and the man can be yotzei b'shmiya if he says bris in Torah, even though klapav it's not a bracha shlema. When you look closely, you'll see that's not a good teretz, because the ikar divrei harif kibira kilas yankov requires explanation. That the Rif says that Shnaim u'shlosh anashim can be mechalik b'nei brachas. Everyone's making the whole bracha b'kol, and the other is a yotzei. But not for you, now that it be mechalik a bracha chetzi. Because the mashmiya who says a half a bracha is hearing the other half from his friend. So why should it not be considered like he is saying the whole thing ba'atzmo? And he's yotzei because he's yotzei midin shomea ke'oneh. In other words, half he says, and the other half he's shomea ke'oneh. And memela, the shomea is saying half of a complete bracha. Why is it a complete bracha? Because he heard half and he said half. So what he heard, he's saying, and now he's saying the rest. So he's saying the whole thing. So it would appear then that we have to explain that the Rif learned, and his chevra in this inyan, called him chevra, the Rabbanim with the Rif, that the gather of Shomea Ka'oneh is that you're yotzei ba'amiras chaveiro, like the Chazon Ish learns Shomea Ka'oneh. But not that the Shmiya is like you said it, like the Olam at least understands the Beis Halevi to be saying. Not that he's necessarily saying that. So that you're yotzei ba'amiras chaveiro, not that you're saying it. And according to this, there's no din that the Shomea has a Maisa Amira as if he verbalized the words. The din of Shomea Ka'oneh is that al yidei shmiyaso, there's a kiyum ligabov ba'amira dechavrei that he's mekayim when his friend does the amira. And since this is the case, sof, the mashmiya only said half of the bracha. The other half he didn't say. He just heard from the other person. You can't say that he said the whole bracha by hearing half and saying half. Because the hearing half, he was yotzei al yidei shmiya. He's yotzei. And it's never as if he said it. And that's pshat in the Rif, that you can't split up a bracha to chetzi, because neither of them has amiras bracha shleima. And not that you hear the bracha from your friend, that's not amira. That's shmiya. Since this is the case, when a man here's Birkas Ha'isha below Brisu Torah, since Klape Didei, Chaser Bikra Baracha, Mipchinaso, there's no Kiyum Birkas Ha'aretz. Because you're right, Klapea, she has an Amira's Bracha Shlema, but since it's Mucha from the Rif, that the Din of Shemei Kone isn't Shayach to the world of Maisa Amira, but to the Kiyum, so Klapea Ish, there's no Kiyum Amira Eitzel Ha'isha. In other words, the man has no Amira. It's not like what the woman said he was saying. So how then is Shomer Ka'oneh going to be effective? Because he's saying part of it, and then what she says is not Amira for him. So it's part Amira and part not. So how's he Yotzei? So we're not worried about her. We're worried about him. How's he Yotzei? It was a Maisa Amira Gemura on his part, Gavaldik, but it's not. So how is Shomer Ka'oneh effective? How is a man Yotzei when he says the rest of it, when the woman says the bracha and he says bris in Torah? So, Mitzvah Hashem, I'm hoping that b'siyata d'shmaya, b'ritzos Hashem darkenu, in the next segment, we will continue with this very, very chashuv inyan, and give ourselves a bracha in the meantime, that we should be zoche, lilmodu l'lamed, lishmor v'lasos, u'lekayim, Es kol divrei Talmud Torah v'ahava, amen v'amen, shalom shalom, sweetest and most beloved friends.